Today's topic is the mobile operating system. So let's start with a little definition of operating system. An operating system is a set of program, or you can say a software that act as an interface between the hardware and the user. So with the help of the operating system, the user can operate various parts of the computer. Similarly, with the help of the operating system, the user can handle various application and various hardware of the mobile. The operating system is responsible for determining the functions and features available on your device. So with the help of the operating system, we can use various features of mobiles that you can open your uh, mobile with the help of thumb scanning, finger scanning, whatever it is. So you have a keyboard, virtual keyboard in your mobile, synchronization with the application, how other applications synchronize with the hardware of the mobile or software, and email, how you can send email one place to another place, and how you can text the messages, and many more. So these all features of the mobile phone the user can use with the help of the mobile operating system. Uh, Mobile operating system is a software that allows smartphone and other device to run application and programs. So mobile operating system is a software or set of programs that allows a smartphone or and other devices to run the application and programs. Mobile operating system combine features of personal computer operating system with other features useful for mobile use and usually include wireless inbuilt modem and SIM tray for telephony and data connection. So there are some additional features that are being added to mobile application. You can send mobile operating system. Uh, if I compare it with the personal computer, that this feature includes the wireless inbuilt modem and a SIM tray for telephone calling and data collection, receiving or sending. The mobile operating system will also determine which third-party application can be used on your device. Which third-party application we can use to run the application of the mobile phone. This is what a little definition about the mobile operating systems. So some of the features of the mobile operating system are uh, easy to use. So with the help of the mobile, you can perform the various operations. Uh, you can perform the operation only if you understand what is written over there and you know how to use it. So usually every people in this world are very much friendly to the mobile and because it is easy to use. So mobile operating system will help the user to perform various tasks of their daily routine because it is easy for the user to perform the task. Good application store. Every mobile has an application store through which you can download your new applications, whatever your requirements are. So some applications are already stored in it, and when you update your application store, you get more applications over there. So application store is an area from which you can download new applications. Good battery life. Definitely, battery is an important part of mobile. The battery that will cover more time is going to be a good, we always call it a good battery because if the life of battery is good, definitely we work much more battery in our mobile phone. Data uses and organization, how we can use the data and how we can organize means how we can save the data. Either we can save file just simple as a file or we can save the file in a particular folder. So this is how we can organize the data. Touch screen. So we have to perform the operation by just touching the screen of the mobile phone. So with the touch of the screen, you can perform various operations. motion detection. So if there any movement nearby the mobile phone, it can detect the motion detection. GPS, very important tool for today's life. To find the location from one area to another area, GPS is very important tool. Usually, every mobile is having it feature in it. Wi-Fi, no doubt. Internet is totally dependent on Wi-Fi for high speed, and virtual assistant that you can ask your mobile just by speaking that perform this action. No need to type over there. You have to use your audio, or you can use your voice, and the mobile will read your voice, and according to your voice, the mobile will perform the action. So these are some of the features: easy to use, good application store, good battery life, data usage and organization, touch screen, motion detection, GPS, Wi-Fi, and virtual assistance. So let's start one by one. Easy to use is good graphic, button, visible text, user interface feature make mobile user friendly. Definitely, if your mobile alphabets are very much clear to you, all the buttons that we have used in our mobile application are have good visibility. Definitely, it is easy for you to access it, and all the graphics that we have used in our mobile phone are attractive. Definitely, you go for that particular mobile. So these are the important features of the mobile, and that will make it use easily. That the graphics must be good. The buttons that are put over there, we can see what is the meaning of that button. So that button should be according to the operation it is going to perform, and whatever text is being written on mobile should be easily visible and readable to the user. And definitely the user interface is very friendly to user, so that user can easily access all the function operations in the mobile. Good application store. An application store is a warehouse of applications from where new application can be installed on a mobile. So, so where is uh, every mobile has application store, either Android or iOS. So through which you can download the new applications as per your requirement. An application store is an online portal through which software programs are made available for downloading. There are several third-party application stores in the operation that are Google, Amazon, etc., through which you can download the application that are not available in your application store. So the third party will allow you to download the application in your mobile phone. This is the application store. Next is the data usage and organization. Data usage is how much data your phone upload and download using the mobile data. So your mobile has a particular capacity of data uploading or downloading particular day, 1.5 GB and so on. To make sure that you are not using too much data on your data plan, you can check and change your data uses as per your requirement. You can increase or decrease. Data can be organized by deleting the files of folders, by hiding the files of folders, by making the folders and putting the files in the folders. And you can also use the cloud storage if you have less memory or capacity in your mobile phone. So these are the data uses and how we can organize our files and folders in the mobile, or either in using the cloud computing features. Touch screen, user can interact with mobile by touch screen user interface. A touch screen is a cell phone display screen that also act as an input device. So what a touch screen is, instead of pressing the buttons and give the input to the mobile, you have just touch the screen, and by touching the screen, the mobile will get the input, and as per the input, the mobile will perform the operation what is being sent by the user. A touch screen are sensitive to pressure. The user interact with the mobile application by touching picture or word on screen. So If the picture is visible to you, understandable by you, you can definitely perform some operation by just touching on this that particular picture. If the text that is very much readable to you and you can easily understand what the meaning of it, so you can perform that action on the text by touching on the text on the screen. So what is that touching the word means that whenever you want to write some message on the mobile, a virtual keyboard open on your screen, and by touching the each and any word on the that virtual keyboard, the text appear on your mobile phone. So that is how you with a touch we can write some words or characters on the screen. Touch screen technology used in mobile phone include assistive, capacitive, and surface wave-based system. Motion detection. Many of our mobile devices also include uh, technology such as an accelerometer. This will detect when there any type of motion to the device. It also helps with the orientation because it know which way happen to be. Our latest generation of mobile application might also include gyroscope, so it is able to detect any type of motion in all the three dimensions of the mobile. Next, the global positioning system, GPS, very important part of mobile phone and very important part of everyone current life. The GPS was created by the US Department of Defense. So it consists of over 30 satellites that are orbiting the Earth. This allow us to get very precise navigation on mobile devices. We use the GPS functioning for our map and direction. This might also be able to combine GPS with other types of technology such as Wi-Fi and our cellular towers. So whenever we use the GPS system, uh, the GPS application provides an audio output that direct us to which direction we have moved. And if by fault we are unable to move at that particular direction, so GPS never get angry to us or use rude words. Still, it speak very simply, politely that if you have unable to move the correct direction, again the GPS will find some other best path from the current location to your final destination location, and always keep on guiding the which direction is the best to you to reach to the final destination. So GPS definitely very important part of the mobile. Wi-Fi is the wireless technology used to connect tablets, smartphone, and other devices on the internet. Wi-Fi is a radio signals sent from the wireless router to nearby device, which translate the signal into data you can see and use. The device transmits radio signals back to routers, which connects to the internet by wire or cable. So how this is a Wi-Fi is a tool or application through which we can uh, run the internet and run the various applications and definitely the browser to get the information, log into our email accounts, transfer data by using the various applications. Next is virtual assistant. So assistant means a person who keep on guiding you how to perform the task as per your whenever you make a call to the person. So similarly, mobile also have a virtual assistants. So whenever you call that particular application and use some particular words to kindly guide me for this particular operation, the virtual assistant will give you the proper answer for that. Similarly, what the virtual assistant is, all of the latest mobile application system also include a virtual assistant, so you can talk to your phone and get a response. No need to type over here. You just speak and the mobile operating system will understand what language, what word you have used, and according to it, is understand the meaning of it and give the reply to you. Maybe you had like to set off appointments, turn on a timer, and find out a bit information from the web by simply speaking to your phone instead of tapping thing into the keypad. In Apple iOS, you can hold down the home button and you can simply say, uh, "Hey Siri," to get Siri attention, and then complete your whatever request is. So Siri is the basically a virtual assistant that is available in the iOS operating system. So these are all the features of the mobile application: easy to use, good application store, good battery life, data usage, touch screen, motion detection, GPS, Wi-Fi, or virtual assistants. So after features, we start with the function of mobile operating system. So some of the features are memory management, process management, device management, and file management. Uh, as the name specifies, memory management, how to utilize the memory in such a way that we always collect whatever the empty space available in the memory and use it that empty space in the memory for future use. And in memory management, whenever an application get finished, the memory get empty, and use that empty memory into the avail capacity. Process management, one more than one processes are running in parallel. How to manage, how to make scheduling over there, which process go first, which second, so that the user get reply from the processor very quickly. Unable, no, so no need to wait for the process to give the output. Device management, if the hardware devices that are being attached to mobile, how the operating system can handle or manage the devices. And file management, that if the file is open and if the file is not in use, then how we can avoid to put that file in the main memory so that it will not make any disturbance in the processing of other processes. So this is what the functions are. So we start the function one by one. So first is the memory management. It is the management of the main memory or primary memory of the mobile phone. So the memory management is how we can manage the main or primary memory. Whatever program is executed, it has to be present in the main memory. Whenever the mobile is running any application or program, it always being stored in the main memory and start functioning over there. There can be more than one program present at any time in the main memory. As per the capacity of the memory, you can run one or more than one programs. So it is required to manage the memory in mobile by managing the multiple programs. So uh, some program might be having uh, most memory space, some are having less. Than how to manage it, and that can be handled by the memory management. That in parallel multi programs are running, but that multi program cannot be arranged in that particular size of memory. Then the memory management will help you to how to handle the multiple programs if you are running over there. Mobile operating system allocate and reallocate the memory whenever the mobile process is in function. The mobile operating system will allocate the memory to it. So whenever the any process is not in function but in a wait condition, the mobile operating system reallocate the memory whatever the process is holding the memory, so that that memory can be used by some other process, so that maximum utilization of memory can be done. Keep a record of which part of primary memory is used by which application and how much is consumed by an application. So it is very important to keep on noticing which application is using how much size of memory, and is that memory is in use or it is just in wait condition, so that the memory management or can allot or deallocate the memory from that particular process. So various process that can be performed are the manage the primary memory, and whatever is executed has to be present in main memory. There are more than one program present at a time in main memory, so it is required to manage the memory in mobile to manage multiple programs. So mobile operating system allocates and reallocates the memory, and finally it keep record of which part of memory is used by which application and how much is consumed by an application. So if the application not using the memory, we can reallocate the process from the memory, and if any application want more memory, so we can allocate more memory as per the request if the memory is available. That is the memory management. Next we have the uh, processor management, you can say process management and scheduling. So when more than one application is running on mobile, the operating system decide how and when an application will be will use the processor. So various techniques are available. Then how the process can be managed. First in, first out can be used. The process that come first has to be finish its processing. Then the second will start, or you can put it on the priority basis. The process that is having the high priority or always process accessed first, and if the low priority process is running, it will get stopped and the high priority will start. So this is how the process management and scheduling command is performed in mobile operating system. Allocate and reallocate the processor to the application. Again, if the priority of the process is higher than the running process, then that running process deallocates and the high priority process is allocated to the operating system, and it will use the memory for to complete all operations that are being performed by that process, and keep the record of processor status, and always keep on putting the record which process is running, how much time it's taking, which process has to come after that process, and so that which is in active state, which is in inactive state, all that status has to be recorded by the process management or scheduling. So this is how it can be done. Then function device management, the application may require device for their use. So various hardware are being used that are not in a, as a, you can say, external part of the mobile. So it can be internal or external, whatever it is, the application may require that device for their use, and the management is done by the mobile operating system. If that hardware is being used by some other processor, the process that send the request to use that hardware has to wait for the time when the running process stop using that hardware, and when after completion of the process, that hardware will be allocated to the uh, process in a waiting state. This management is done by the mobile operating system. The operating system allocates and deallocates the devices to different application and keep record of the devices, decide which application can be used, which device for how much time, and how much time one application is being using that particular hardware. So this is also I have to keep the record of it. After device management, next we are having is the file management and security. That how we can manage the file for accessing the data, to save the data, to delete the data, to update data, and how to make the data secure from the unauthorized person, that no unauthorized person should access the data. If any person want to access the data, he has to give the authenticity by giving the proper password so that he or she can access the data in the file. So this all thing can be done by the file management and security. So the file on mobile are stored in different folders. So as we have read already that in the topic of our uh, this data usage and organization, that data can be stored in files and folders. So file on mobile are stored in different folders to organize data in a particular way. The operating system keep record of the status and allocation of the file. So which file is stored where at which location, the operating system has to keep the record of it by getting the path by which path data is being stored. Uh, Allocates and reallocates the file. So which file is now accessible from which we have to access the data is being allocated to the operating system. And when no data is being accessed from particular file, that file is being reallocated from the memory because that is of no use file. And again, that file is being stored in at particular location from where collected. So allocation and reallocation of file is also being done by the operating system for the file management. Operating system can perform error detection. So uh, to check if the file is having the authorization to read only, if anyone is want to perform some write operation on it, so it is an error, and the OS has to give the message that you are not authorized to write anything or update anything. You can only read. So these error detection are also being done by the file management by the operating system, that if the any person who is accessing the file has a right to only read but no right to update or delete, then this error detection is being message is being sent to the user by the file management system that you are not authorized to update or to delete the data from the file. You can only read data from it. And next is the keeping a record of system performance. So how much uh, fast and easily the user can read the file, and how much fast the system can collect the file from particular storage area. So does the user has to wait for the file to get access, or is it easy for the user to make some changes and save the file? Does the file take some time to be get saved? So all the record is being checked for the performance. Track the communication between different applications. So how many applications are using that file? The file management have to keep track of it and keep on noticing and make a record of it, that which file is being used by which application. So these are various functions that are being performed by file management. That is the file on mobile are stored in different folders. The operating system keep record of status of and location of files, allocation and reallocation of files. OS operating system can perform error detection also and keep the record of system performance and track the communication between different applications.